Hola, chicos and chicas in the world. I decided to do an experiment. Instead of using Bondo, I had some JB Kwik in the garage, and these are some just used fairings I got from Craigslist. And it was pretty bad. I cut them to street fighter them out a little bit, and it has road rash. You can see the JB Kwik fills in the areas here. And what I did was I used a sanding sponge to wet sand everything. And it was actually missing an entire piece right here. There's a huge chunk missing. I filled all that in and sanded it down. And so far, everything feels okay. I don't think this will be an expert repair, but it'll look a heck of a lot better than it did before. I just want to let you guys know that if you want to use JB Kwik or JB Weld, just make sure you wet sand it, or I guess dry sand if you want to. I use wet sanding with a sanding sponge, 120 grit, and it really did smooth it out fairly well. This one's by far the best. And that's good because it's the most noticeable, and these are just sort of okay because I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, I'm going to primer these up and see how they look underneath the primer at least, and see how many coats of paint I'll need to cover this up. Alright, I got this thing primered with 2 coats primer, and already I can tell that most of the road rash is hidden. Now it's not perfect, of course. If you look really closely, I have to actually sand that. It's running a little bit, but for the most part, other than a few little places, no one will really know that there's a whole bunch of road rash. If you know what you're looking for, you can see it, but there you go, guys. If you don't have Bondo or whatever, and you don't mind that it'll show a little bit, you could sort of get away with JB Kwik. But seriously, if you do have Bondo, go use it. I just ran out. But yeah, there's my incredibly redneck solution. Okay, guys, I've got this thing, 2 coats of primer, 2 or 3 coats of rustoleum camo khaki, and 2 coats of clear. This is clear gloss. That way, the gloss will mix with the flat paint and make it semi-gloss. That's the theory, and I've been using it forever, and I like the outcome. But pretty much is how I have it sitting. I'm not using any newspaper on the ground because I spray it in the air, and then I just lay the corners down like that, and if need be, I'll just touch up the corners. That's a quick tip for you guys. Let me show you what I used. I used the Rustoleum Painter's Touch primer. They give you a lot of primer in a can. I'm using the camouflage khaki, and the way you find khaki is it's on the label. You have to read the label because there's a sand, and I don't like the sand as much as the khaki. Just trust me, go with khaki. That's my preference anyway. Because I like how it changes color with this kind of paint setup. If I'm in a green place, it sort of reflects more of a green hue, and if I'm in a sandy place, it reflects more of a sandy brown. I think that has to do with it mixing with the clear coat being glossy. I'm not entirely sure what the science is behind that, but it does change its hue. Not when this is by itself. It has to have a gloss clear coat to do that. What else have I used? Also primer. Oh, here it is. Here's the gloss clear. It's the Rustoleum American Accents. It's not the automotive one. It doesn't say automotive on it. It just is this. So there you go. Little tip from me to you. And yeah, you can totally use JB Weld, or JB Kwik anyway, to fix up your road rash. Although, here you can see it if I do this, because it has a little indent in there. And there's more. Where's the other one? There's more up there that you can sort of see underneath. The clear coat will bring out some more of your flaws. It was more hidden when it was flat, but whatever. And there's another one. But it's cool. Instead of paying for new fairings I was going to cut anyway, these are just $50 old ones. that I cut along the bottom. So now they'll cover my bike so I can put my saddlebags on them, but they won't drag on the ground because they won't hang underneath the engine. There you go, guys. You have a good one.